back this morning. Holy smack. Maybe I'll park way over here in the back. Wow. They're getting their morning routine in. Must have had a long weekend of partying. That's why it was so empty. Yeah. Yeah, you got your new weekly subscription of TRT and all that other stuff. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I think I'm gonna come back around and park over here. I'm definitely not parking next to this. This is a car door scraping mud houses. Seriously. Well, I can park right here. Yeah, that's cool. Alright, I'm just gonna scrape nothing up. You see me in Mother Park, so you know it's gonna take a little. Alright. Yeah, you go ahead. Looking like a retard. If you're old and you're pale skinned and you walk around with your head too arrogant, I'm gonna see you for what you really are. So do yourself a favor. You can walk with your head up, but don't walk around all the way arrogant. I'll call you for exactly what you are. And you don't want that, because it's not only that, it's spell casting. Give yourself a big one and save yourself. Let's put this over here. Son, for some reason, I should have parked back there, walked up. But it's a veteran parking spot. It's that or disabled, I guess, right? And I just want to do this. Yeah, it's going to take a second. This is, hold on. Yep. Yep. Mylar. Right? This, I don't even think it's a good Mylar, actually. Put it right there. I got about an hour. So, it's all good. Bam, it's good. The sun is crazy. Then we gotta go to EOS. Get in the sauna. I didn't put no tea in here. I should put some tea in here. This bag's bust though. Yeah, I'm gonna put a tea bag in. 2. Dos menos. Just let them sit there for a minute, I guess. Cinnamon. I'm gonna get some cinnamon sticks. This ain't gonna cut it. Yeah, the water doesn't have to be hot, y'all. To have your tea bag. Your tea do what it needs to do. Just gonna put it at the very top and let it sit in there for about 5 or 10 minutes. That should be able to sink. Not all the way. Right there. Should put it in the sun. That's perfect. What was that? Dude. Yeah, State Trooper, Massachusetts State Trooper Yasmin Sabrinho, falsely. Yeah, she's a racist. She's a worthless ass, pathetic racist. If you ask me, she shouldn't even have a goddamn badge. Like half of them. Yeah, she's a worthless ass, another fake, you know what, racist. Get off the damn street. Weird, Izzy. I know you done came over and watched some of my videos. Yeah, there's no law for taxes. It's all a Ponzi scheme. People have been so stupid all for so long. Yeah. Yeah, and the hydrobogaris parasite, graphene oxide, the nanobot technology that people think's not existing, which is COVID. Told you, Agenda 21 was a real thing. They told you beforehand, and they got to listen to these little idiots who think they're safe. And you know what's even worse? Walmart and McDonald's. You had actual rabbis come forward and tell the truth. They came forward and told the truth, and you monkeys are listening to these little knuckleheads who've been groomed and conditioned to keep y'all lost like they're supposed to be somebody. This is the funny thing. Because, see, I don't like the fact that I might have some nephew and nieces eating that crap, so it's personal. And you better hope that I don't meet none of your little fake tough-ass motherfuckers groomed and conditioned. You might as well get a goddamn, what you call it, because you won't like me. So, Walmart is the one that is taking the 44 gallon or whatever the fuck gallons of this adrenochrome, which comes through the binary through fear and everything else, and all these children missing are being murdered, and they're being carved up, and they're being put right into McDonald's. And you know who owns them? The proprietors of it. What's mind-boggling to me is that you people still think this stuff isn't real. And you keep listening to these idiots with this liberal and conservative back and forth. They already showed you a cop who was snorting crystallized adrenochrome. What more do y'all need? No, is it factual? I don't know. Y'all have to research it. You tell me. I don't know if it's factual. This is information that's just out there. Could you imagine a motherfucker says, look, end of the year, you're going to have about 600,000. We're going to need you to sponsor this. Well, we're going to need you to do security at these parties. And only people that can get through is, we call it with this. And we need you to protect. But first, we want to let you invite you in and have you come to a little party to see how it goes. So you get 20 cops from a couple of boroughs. Questionable cops. The heads, they're not going to say nothing. They're making over their 6 and 7 figures. And then they introduce and they see the craziest things. And they're too scared to say something. Some of them are kind of like, I know this is going on. But then they get to party with, you know, Masonic. They get to party with these naked women. Voluptuous. Nasty. Blood sacrifice type, you know. And you know I'm good at writing stories. All right? I need to go and publish a couple of small bucks like my boy was telling me. You just need to go ahead and lay down these stories, whether they're real or not. And I was like, well, I'm not saying they're real. I'm not trying to facilitate that. I'm not saying they're fake. But hypothetically, right? And they get this stuff and it's really good. But the first time you do it, you're hooked. You get to see things. All you got to do is keep carrying on the consortium. You think this is not going on? I'm not a whistleblower. I'm not pointing at people and faces and names. I'm checking out the higher echelon of things at the bottom of the fucking pyramid. This is what you're dealing with. And a lot of people don't know it. I told you back in the day, I went to some parties. That's my uncle, Denver Broncos, 1966, when I came into this, so returned back into this fucked up world. This beautiful world. And I saw things. I told you I used to take a pound, 2 pounds of weed to this woman in Manhattan, lived up in this penthouse. I guess that's what it was. Had a big polar bear. When you come in big, you can walk up the stairs, look down the rotunda. I don't know, she's about 48. I don't know, she might have been 50. She was fine than a motherfucker. Thick, fine, glistening, sweating. I wouldn't turn that down. Anyway. Shit. That's all I'm gonna say. Shit. So you can believe in what you want. You can facilitate whatever you want. Tells you nobody controls me. I don't control nobody. Woman is the strength, man is the power. I can't even make gods, but too many weak ass women. So I don't want to make no fucking gods. And I mean literal gods. Different. Snoo is my woman. I love her to death. But I be with any woman I choose. But she would have to be part of the circle. And it's not control. Obviously, you can't control a woman. Anybody think they control a woman, you's a fucking retard. That's why these men out here acting fuck because they don't know how to be men. Not even Sigma. I'm beyond that. I can profess that. But there's so much more. And yes, I don't share everything. I just, no, because people will take it, run with it, and it'd be all over the damn place. Just like my boy was sitting there going, damn, Red, I didn't know you read Spanish. Read it better than I speak it. But it helps to also speak, especially when you go to sleep at night. I would advise you when you go to slumber at night to make sure you turn all your vices off, get a Faraday bags, and put them away from you. I've been making a mistake, having them close to me, just in case of emergencies. Yet, last night and the night before, I turned them off because I'm fasting. But The Harvest, short stories by Thomas Rivera, I used to say it, Rivera, is excellent. And for those who have a problem, you can go ahead. It's in English in the back, all right? But I would prefer you actually literally read it in Spanish. Do yourselves a favor. Take the time. Respect our Latinos, Spanish-speaking brothers. I don't like calling them Latinos. Spanish-speaking brothers, because a lot of them are our bloodline. Don't get it fucked up, all right? That straight hair shit, I got pictures I'll be posting with relatives of mine who don't have no pale skin blood in them at all, and they got straight or wavy hair, like Eartha Kitt type shit. Yeah. You think because I haven't I actually have shared some, you just haven't noticed. Anyway, I'm so over all that. I really am. It's just mind-boggling. Not all of us, even though this is the so-called Negro world, not all of us actually are from here. We come from elsewhere. That's for the story I have to tell. All right, I'm not going to do that. I was going to, but I'm not going to. I feel like I'm stuck here. Anyway, I just wanted to come on. I'm going to go in here for the interview. I've got the little cold symptoms that come with fasting. Niece had her surgery yesterday or the other day, and she's doing well. A couple of other people I know have passed on, kind of young, sadly. New children have come into this world. I am grateful that a couple of them that I know, they did it at home. They did it with their family as it should be. No shots, no inoculations, babies perfectly well and healthy, phenomenally. The mother's milk, I know, is going to be the best, even with all the stuff in the air and everything, which should have been done. I am really grateful of all those. There's people who I follow on YouTube, Romeo, there's a couple of Arab brothers who go around in the cities, and they made some lucrative deals and made a lot of money, and they actually give back. You know, buy people clothes, cut their barbers who cut people's hairs, wash them, literally wash these people who have been on the streets in LA, New York, Philly, Dallas. They go around and they're not worried about losing their lives. And I love these people. And you know, I never done that, but I have done my share of food, gathering people, gather a couple of guys I had to get back. I'm going to lie because I know they would have died. I know how that goes when you study medicine. And they love me to death because I know their families, whether it be Navajo, Hopi, whatever. I've helped Mormons. I taught them free when they weren't supposed to learn because they were getting stabbed a lot. I love giving. I shared how my ex-wife used to look at me because I used to always have to stop to give anybody that was panhandling, they call it. Panhandling was a way of life, just like, you know, the welfare system was created to give the pale-skinned woman something when your men were learning how to work this land. I think giving is a marvelous, beautiful thing because you're giving to yourself. And when I do it, and I'm not asking for nothing. I'm sharing because I always watch these videos. You know, the ASPC, the SPCA, and I'm always following up with some of these like best friends where I buried Charisma. I used to take her to get taken care of, which was very free. I think you've got to pay there now in Cashapp, Utah, and other places, wolf sanctuaries. And those things give me, those are the only things that actually give me a glimmer of hope. Animals together that would be predators to each other. There is so much beauty in the world, and it's overridden. It's overridden by the dumb stuff you see going on. You know what's mind-boggling? You would think that with the government shutting down, you would think that people would not go to fucking work. Do you know what y'all could do if that were the case? Y'all don't know what you're capable of because you refuse. I still have Rick Piano over there on YouTube's Kung Fu Seafood. He is so stuck with it. He's old, you know. He's stuck with his head up his butt with this, you know, Trump this, Trump that, and he's stuck with the media and everything else. And I keep saying, bro, it's both parties. And he just can't. Some people you can't shake free. And you think that you would see the best of them because of their caliber or background. He's a seafood. He's a selling Kung Fu. He's been doing it for a long time. But sometimes you got to remember that some of these things, people aren't real, the true pugilists. And pugilism is like a samurai. They learn the way of the Bushido, the sword, but they also learn to walk, and they test themselves on the battlefield. But they also learn calligraphy, bonsai, to make the perfect tea, and loyalty. But they get to a point when they have made it to a, right, and the shogun and all that, where they can go and they can be what they would call hermetic, or the monk. Now, they would say fighting monks, so there were plenty of them. But these individuals have reached a level of nirvana. I think there are those of us here who reach that nirvana, and you can't explain it. I'm not professing me. I'm a little different. But there is something, and everybody can attain it. But y'all refuse to be a collective. And you can't cry on yesterday. It don't exist. I don't care. You're supposed to magnify and manifest something different in yourselves. I don't see it. Some. I'm not berating and beating anybody up, all right? Y'all have choices, man. It's so up to y'all. It's up to y'all. So T-Bone gave me some let's get off the topic, but it's still part of it. T-Bone had some turmeric and some cayenne. Be careful. I don't know what's going to happen with the cayenne, but I put about a tablespoon of cinnamon in here, another 1/10 of a teaspoon of Celtic salt, and I just put 2 Tazo green teas to act like a little stimulant, a little caffeine, and another 2 tablespoons of lemon, but I'm going to throw half of a key lime in there as well. It's all right to do this when you're fasting, okay? Fasting means cleanse, okay? But I also have bottles of fresh water that I'm going to put, not all 11 because it's hard on my stomach, just 2 to 3 mineral drops in to keep mineralization happening. Hopefully not crystallization. Castor oil on my liver, castor oil on my little love handles. And no, if I ever ask something of y'all, it's because I trust y'all, and I believe in giving. And when it comes to the day, you never know when you really might need and not ask, and it be there for you. I have always been that way. I don't ask because I have to or I want to. I ask because there's more to it than what you can imagine. I always say that people want to hold on to that, then they don't want to really fully give up themselves. It's and it's so much more, and I'm not going to give it to you. You have choices. You make the choices. All right. Hey, Dev D. Tom, what's happening? All right. Days or years. So why would any human visit such a place? Well, they're attempted. Let's hear. Stories there. Hey, niece, what's up, mama? Glad that your surgery went well, Deb. Oh, what's going on, beloved? What's happening, fam? Everything good on the home front? Tom, I got you. What's happening, family? I love when you tell you and I love when you and DJ start laying down them stories and yeah, I love it. Cause I study. I don't think they study. I study all those languages: Celtic, Gaelic, da 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 da. So when y'all doing stuff, I know what you're doing. They Tiamat, blah blah blah, things and other requiems of regalia, and that for Germanic, blah blah blah. And I don't think everybody else does. So be slow. Don't kill them. All right. You can drive them away. We don't want to drive nobody away. But I love when y'all do it because I be like, oh, boom, bam, boom, bip. I really should pay attention too. It's pretty awesome stuff. Yes, feeling much better. Awesome, awesome, mama. Millennial must be at work. I sent her some videos yesterday. Yeah, I like doing it because the Google Meet, they don't mess with that. They always doing all this dumb stuff. But like I was saying, they shut down for no good reason at all. Well, for their reason. And nobody's seeing it for what it is. Y'all, I don't know why y'all still performing, because if everybody stopped working after the first day it'd be threats and this, that, and other. On day 3 and 4, they'll be like, yeah, but y'all have a hard time seeing it because y'all don't know how to move as one. I'm not suggesting you do it. I am pointing out a fact. Y'all have choices. All right? Come on, man. I should have said this in the sun. Only reason why I'm not is because it's got lemon in there, real lemon, and I'm not doing that. It's nice and cool the way I want it. So in about another 5 or 10 minutes, the tea will be as it is. These tea bags are they're not non-bleached. These are organic tea bags with all that crap and PFAS nonsense. So only reason why I didn't put it all the way in because it'll come out the top. Now it won't hurt you, and I already showed that and proved it. I just don't want that right now. I got enough stuff up in here. It looks like a big bottle of urine, and no, I am going to enjoy this healthy, healing, tantric, rhythmic drink. But yeah, I always say whenever you fast, right? I'm gonna share it with you. Get the sun as much as possible. Get you some good minerals. Do not eat. And make sure you poo at least 2 or 3 times a day to get your system right. Your stomach's going to shrink the night when you were sleeping. It shrank. And you don't want to overfill it. You want your body to assimilate and utilize things in it. You don't want to exert yourself. You do not want to exert yourself. Unless there's an emergency and there's no way around it. But you want your body to do the proper things. This is a long one, y'all. This is a long one, man. So after, I think 10:30, 11 o'clock tonight, it'll be right at 48 hours. And then 72. And then from there, I should start having, well, after the night, I should start having, like when I'm ready to go to slumber, I take my salt. I don't have salt tablets. Well, I do, but they're in my bug out bag. But I take my salt, appropriate amount. I'm not eating the kiwi tonight. It was only a little piece that I had just to help me sleep. And nothing to do any damage, more mineral and benefit for the gut. But kiwi and Greek yogurt is that's the bomb with a little cinnamon on it. Anyway, let my gut get right. let my body adjust. There's a lot of things in it that shouldn't be there. Well, not a lot, but enough bad things that need to come out. I feel good with no alcohol, no smoke, nothing against it. Just, nah. At this time, with everything the way everything is, anything is a weapon that they created. And I want y'all to think about that. They gotta have you feeling normal. They gotta keep you doing the same routine. It doesn't matter to them. They've acquired and accomplished what they needed. And most people are going through the formalities, and that's why they have to have this caste dump system. Because a lot of these idiots right here think they're good to go. They got to go with the clientele of y'all as well. For those who have been paying attention. It doesn't matter your job, your MO. You think they want a bunch of these ignorant ass dumb police officers and sheriffs? No, man, everybody. And you would think people would perform different, but it's not the case. Conditioning is a heavy vector, bro. Spell casting is a real thing. No matter what you believe or think. Oh, it's real. It's very real. You need to know how to do it, though. Sometimes under duress and stress, people do it, and most people will never know what it is, because in the systemic things of the lizards, or whatever you want to call them things, whatever, if you believe in that, right? They don't care. You were once formidable, now you're nothing. That means all of them. You want to call them Anasazi, devils, demons, whatever. One Satan, Libel, whatever. Azael, whatever. It's enough stuff to keep you conflicted and confused. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm always pointing out what I think would be important. Now, it's up to you what you find should be important. Okay? And with that, because it's 10 o'clock, about 5 after, I'm going to shut it down, get myself situated, go in, see my brother, and chill out with everybody and do this interview. Then come out, and I'll be heading over to the other gym so I can go ahead, no working out. I might walk, do an hour walk, get in about 4 or 5 mile walk, slow. I usually walk at 3.3 or 4, maybe 3.5. Most people start their jog that way. I walk that. It's not hard. It's good. Put my knee brace on. My knee feels a lot better. The bursitis is gone. I don't know where that came from the first time I ever had to deal with it. It might have been something I consumed. A lot of bootleg stuff out here. So be careful when you're getting something. Get it from the same source. And even then, all right. So I might walk maybe a mile or 2. I don't know. And then, but I'm going to be in the sauna. Cold water, sauna, cold water. I'm not going to the one to do the cold plunge. I don't want to shock my body. I'm shocking it right now. If you get where I'm coming from. And again, I appreciate those, as I stated in the short, who out there who give unconditionally, who aren't stressed and vectored by it. I respect those who have cares and concerns about those, regardless of what their background or what they're going through, who don't look at people and judge them, but hold them accordingly. I respect those because I know what it was like, to go to get the sandwich bags, to go get the big box of potato chips, to go get all the cases of water and Gatorade, until I realized Gatorade was no good and I started making it. To go ahead and get all the good off-the-bone turkey and off-the-bone ham and real pastrami and good organic mustard and real sauerkraut and kimchi, and get the best bread. Now I always got, what you call bread, Mike's and sourdough, and make good sandwiches with the best lettuce and onions and no tomatoes. A lot of people are allergic to tomatoes in Navajo Nation. And put them sandwiches, 2 sandwiches in each bag with a banana and an apple or a tangerine. They love their blood tangerines and stuff. And put 2 bottles of water and apple juice, and go out there and see how everybody's doing, and look for the veterans especially to deal with them first. And a lot of them I knew their family, and say, hey, you want to talk to your family? Let them know you're at the park. They might want to come and see you. And no, yeah, here goes it. And heads off to you guys, man, who give. You know, my boy David and a few other guys. How come you're not charging to teach martial arts? You could charge, you know. You got the pack, Mr. Cam Chi. I said, because they need this now. I don't have to sit up here and do all this paperwork and get registered with this fake state, and then get the payments and all that kind of stuff. And they come at me with the fake IRS talking about threats when I don't pay taxes shit. Because a lot of people are stupid in this world. So, no, to do it for free, it's a beautiful thing. Dude, you're as bald gets with a little hair around you. So you definitely on testosterone and steroids, bro. Don't even try it. I can't stand it. Anyway, humble yourself. Anyway, excuse me for judging. But hats off to you guys, man. It's gonna cut it off. Hats off to you guys. It might circle off here in a minute when the internet goes off. But hats off to you, man or woman. There's a woman I watched for a while. I think in Detroit, and Texas was Florida. She go out there with like hundreds of Nathan hot dogs and hot dog buns in the back of her, a day or two, whatever. I don't know, mustard and onion and chili. And she set up, and the goofy police come, the worthless mother suckers, and you gotta move from here. Let them feed them, you monkeys. And she served them hot dog and make sure everybody got one. And when everybody got one, there was nobody else. Everybody come back through and get some more. And had the potato chips and all that. Beautiful, magnificent. The bottled water, they ain't charging. You have some of the Italians who do the subs, go out there on the weekends, make a whole bunch of subs and take them out there and take care of the homeless people. There are many people who are homeless, who ain't on drugs. There are mental people out there that Reagan played a part in, letting them out. And they just want the help. They want love, and they've been molested. They've been hurt by these worthless ass cops who don't know the first thing about medicine or anything else. They've been hurt by, I'm not talking about the good guys. I'm talking about the monkeys, the ones that shouldn't be out there. You got a lot of good guys and gals. My hat's off to you guys. The veterans who have realized, and the MMA fighters like Jake Shield and so many others, Silver, who have come around and realized there's a perversion out there, who are voicing against the perversion. Hats off to these people, man. Balance. That's part of balance. It's not all the balance, but it's part of it. Okay? Granddad, oh yeah, I got it, mama. Absolutely. Appreciate you guys, man. All right? I know I'm going to do my thing, you know what I'm saying? Oh, oops, excuse me. Sorry about that. I'm retarded sometimes. But I appreciate you guys, all right? And look, y'all have a good day, you know what I mean? Sometimes we do what we got to do and we make the best of it. I had to reschedule my apartment walkthrough and everything. I don't want one. I just don't want. But anyway, appreciate you guys. All right. I should have put another one in there. I need a little. Sisters, brothers. See you guys later.